Oh! What a mood.
I thought you were going waka waka.
Hi, my name's Matt from Love is Blind UK.
I am Emma from Love is Blind UK, and we are playing
Last Straw.
You guys, have a sit now. We're just going to read through some relationship dating stories. These are all found from Reddit. See your reactions to these. So, I was waiting for my date to show up at the bar. He eventually walked in with an older woman who looked me up and down from a distance and said, 3 chins, it's a no from me. She dragged him out the door before I even got to speak to him, and I later received an apology text saying that mum has final say. Might have lost the point there, Emma. There's a drop.
I said grandma, but
Half of
I swallowed it. That was so funny.
I
you
didn't
made me
know
laugh.
we could spit it out. So I tried to talk to you and ask you what the rules were.
3 chins, it's a no. Yeah, I think you dodged a bullet there, love.
I once went on a date with a girl, and this is how the conversation went. So what's your favourite book? Me. Tough, but when I was little, I loved Jurassic Park. Yuck, Jurassic Park. Me. The book or the movie? Everybody loves Jurassic Park. I don't believe in dinosaurs. Me. Fossils? I don't want to get into it, but I think fossils are bullshit. I ended the conversation there and held on to the night. Until later on, she told me, I don't believe in outer space. And my head exploded. Guys, you're keeping pretty composed for this.
Whoa.
Fossils, bullshit. Okay. Second day at a nice restaurant. I found a skid mark in my underwear after using the toilet, panicked and binned them. She invited me back to hers later after the date went well, and as soon as she realised I wasn't wearing any underwear, she called me a perv and kicked me out. I couldn't exactly admit I'd thrown them away because I'd shut them, so I accepted defeat and left. You're doing pretty well.
What did you just say?
I said fair play, but as soon as I said it, I was like, that was the wrong choice of words to say with water in your mouth.
We've all been there, right?
We've all been there, man. Yeah.
He told me that he had lied to a girl saying that he had cancer to get her to go out with him after she'd initially said no. Then he called her a hypocrite when she agreed to go out with him afterwards.
That deserves a spit because that's terrible behaviour. That's not like a let's laugh and get it all out. That's like an annoyance one.
So we got back to his flat and he said, before we do anything, there's someone I need you to meet. He disappeared upstairs, then came back carrying a life-size cardboard cutout of Shrek.
What a mood. What a mood. It's really hard to talk with water.
I thought you were going waka waka. I was like, why'd you go to waka waka?
When I first met up with who would end up being my girlfriend, she gave me a gift. The gift in question was a rock about half the size of a brick with the word whack written on it in a Sharpie. I didn't know how to react at first, but I ended up keeping it and it's still on my bookshelf 2 years later. Kind of wholesome one, I mean, they're still together. Wasn't enough to put them on. Again, back on the sort of blind dates theme. After months of dating, it turned out she was my long lost sibling.
Oh my goodness, he got a tissue.
A sibling?
That's
not a cousin, that's like
tactics.
sister.
I went on a date and she insisted on driving due to passenger anxiety. Then proceeded to run a red light and we got T-boned. But she was cool, she had 2 pet chameleons. T-bone, like a car into the...
Oh! Oh, wow.
I think you should just be making noises and you try not to look that way. Forget it. All right. A guy I was dating said, "I've got something to confess." I was expecting cheating. He burst into tears and admitted that he'd been pretending to be vegetarian for 2 years, just because I'm one. He then told me that he'd been eating secret meat at work and behind my back. I wasn't feeling great, but decided to meet anyway. We met at a Belgian beer bar. She was gorgeous, fun, and totally into me. I felt a gas pain, so I leaned forward slightly to quietly relieve the pressure. I completely and explosively shit myself. The odor was immediate. I excused myself to the bathroom, but the damage was too great. I walked out of the bathroom, muddy panted, straight past her, out of the bar, and boarded the train home. The date was nothing compared to the horror of the following 3 weeks recovering from E. coli.
What the fuck did you say?
I can't wait to subtitle with it. Yeah.
What?
That's an absolute disaster.
All right, we're down to the last one, guys.
Oh, okay.
Going through them.
Right.
This was a bit left field. A girl took me to her place and showed me this rat's head that she had found lying in her apartment. She'd had it sitting on her computer and had been watching it decompose for a few weeks because she thought it was cool. I don't know. Why is there a rat head in your apartment in the first place?
That I
A
run out the
rat
door.
head?
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
I think Matt's got. No, I've got more.
I think I won. Half of mine was because of you trying to talk. Waka waka.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Thanks a lot.